for our area, we really did only face the medical emergency in June, July, August.
Mm-hmm.
After those 2 or 3 months of already being in crisis, having all the disruptions to life and business, depleting a lot of emergency resources.
Mm-hmm.
So could you please just talk about the pressure to reopen and to make trade-offs between economic need and public health needs?
Yeah, well, it never felt like pressure to me. It just felt like it was a decision that needed to be made as a result of what we were seeing, what was going on with our numbers, the way that they were rising, what was going on with our hospitalizations, our ICUs. We never did have a crisis with ventilators, but we did not want to get in a situation where our own residents were not able to go to hospitals. We also, at the very same time, we knew that we had to keep the economy going. That was not an option to us, that we knew that how critical that was going to be. And because, again, people were losing their jobs, businesses, particularly small businesses, going out of business. So, we knew that during that period of time, and again, people had already made, there were a number of models out there that were talking about when this thing was going to peak. And, not that surprisingly, every model, and there was probably 5 to 6 of them I looked at, every model was wrong. And we're still, battling with it today, although a lot of people said it'd go away in June and whatever, and it reached out. But we also saw a pattern of every time we'd have a holiday, whether it was Memorial Day or 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, we'd see an uptick. And we saw when it really got bad and serious with the hospitals was in November, if you'll recall, and in the first part of December. So again, constantly looking at these numbers several times a day. Again, consulting with a number of physicians, a number of businesses. I guess what a lot of people don't understand, it's, the juggling act of keeping the economy open, getting schools opened on time. We were one of the few that were able to get our schools open on time in August. They went to school 84 days in the first semester. They were off for a period of time starting the second semester. They're back in school now. A lot of that, give a lot of credit to Dr. Johnson and his staff for doing that. But, what we do know is that, masks made a difference there. So, although I don't like wearing a mask, I do know that they've been impactful, and I do know that they're very controversial. And for some reason that I don't know, they've become very political. But our intent from day one was just to try to minimize the spread in the community and minimize the people that were dying. And we've lost to date 463 people in this community. And I don't know of anything else that's hit us that hard. When you look at some of the things that we measure every week, whether it's every year, whether it's homicides, vehicle accidents, or anything, nothing to the magnitude of what we're seeing or what we've seen in the last year. And so, there was obvious that action needed to be taken, and it was obvious that we were very limited as to what we could do to intervene. And part of that intervention was obviously the implementation of the mask mandate. And again, we do believe it saved lives and certainly helped, with the spread of the virus.